Hello, welcome back to my channel. Hi, if you're new, I am so honored to have you with me here today. So y'all saw that title, you already know what this is. This is how are you changing spiritually, mentally, financially, glow up, all of that. I have all the tea for you guys. So in front of me, I have 4 piles. Let's go ahead and check them out. Number 1 is feminine law of attraction. Number 2 is the power of self-talk. Number 3 is enlightenment power. And 4 is power of my voice. So did you guys notice that 3 out of 4 of the cards have the word power in them? So I can already see that the collective is shifting towards more of their power, coming into more of our power. So this is just really awesome. I'm so excited to see what comes out today. Of course, I have the OG reading for you as well. It's going to be all about who's secretly watching you on your social media. That's at the end of the reading, of course, for anybody who subscribes, likes, and comments on my videos. Okay, so I hope that you all have it picked by now, and I will see you at your pile. Okay, bye-bye. Hey there, pile number 1, and welcome to your reading. If you chose the Feminine Law of Attraction card, this is your reading, of course. So let's go ahead and get into it, and I'm going to read you this card. This is actually the first way that you are changing, and that was my intention when I picked the cards for you guys to pick from today. So this is what it says. I love the creative adventure that is my life. I celebrate myself as a female creator, and you guys can just plug in any word there, as a creator. This is just really amazing, and I don't want to totally take a word away from the word feminine, but I don't want to gender code this in any way. You pick this reading, it's for you. You don't have to be, you don't have to be anything to watch this. All you have to do is have YouTube. But I do want to say in regards to feminine law of attraction, it's like you guys are coming into this energy of receiving, being able to let go and know that whatever you put out for yourself is going to come back to you. In a way, this is like a lot of trust as well. Developing trust with yourself, trust with the universe, and trusting that your life is going to continue to evolve in this beautiful, adventurous way because you are the creator. You create your reality. All right, so let's go ahead into my pre-selected cards or pre-shuffled cards, and these are from the Tarot of Sexual Magic. Okay, so how are you changing? You're starting off with the 4 of Cups here, which talks about routine. So you could be changing your routine lately, trying to do things differently. They could be, you could have moved to a new place. I know a lot of people are moving right now. You could, be starting a new job, going to new places on a daily basis. For some of you, it's like you're trying to get outside more often. You're trying to switch things up, Also, I'm getting the feeling of cutting away things that no longer serve you, or habits, habits that you may have had, right, that you kind of want to trim and maybe do things differently, right? I'm seeing some of you like decluttering and redecorating, so that could be something that's going on for you right now. You're trying to change the energy that you're surrounding yourself with, because your energy on the inside is also changing, right? Like you're bringing in all of this fantastic law of attraction energy. You're getting better as a manifester is what is coming out here. So that kind of energy is now reflecting in your space. You're like, I gotta change my routine. I gotta change the way I go to work. I gotta change the decor that I got, If that resonates with you, okay. Then we have the Knight of Wands. It really seems like you're looking for more excitement, and then more excitement is also coming into your life. You're finding what you're looking for. More passion as well. It could be that you're trying to follow some kind of passion, you know, start some kind of project. Some of you could actually be, you know, revving up to start businesses, or your businesses could be taking off in a new way, you know, some kind of new pivot that's going to be really amazing for you. And I'm just seeing, like, I'm hearing the word workhorse. Of course, we have this horse here. So I'm like, wow, you have really been working hard to make this change come into reality, all right? Maybe there's something that you've already known you wanted to do for a while. Maybe there's just like a couple of projects or like things you want to change, and now it's snowballed into like your whole life is shifting, you know? And it's like, wow, like, everything, I'm on a whole new level, you know? And I love that. I love that for you guys. You guys are gathering up this energy, just like in this feminine law of attraction card, you know? And all this light is coming to you. So we have the Two of Cups in reverse. This is funny to me because I got the phrase, I can't be held down. And I don't know if some of you are just not interested in dating right now. You could take that literally, or you could take that as, you know, you're kind of a jack of all trades right now. You're wanting to try a lot of different things, wanting to try your hand. I'm getting this very adventurous, exploratory vibe. Oh my, we did just have adventure on this card too. That makes sense. But like, no one can really pin you down right now. Even if you are like dating, it could be that, you know, you don't really have your heart set on any one person. You're still kind of dating around, or again, you have like multiple projects that you're involved in. All right, so then the stars, it's just the star in the normal tarot. This is just gorgeous. I feel like the stars are really aligning for you. You can see in the background, the stars are like aligning for this person here. I think a lot of luck, a lot of good change is on the way. I feel like you're also being seen as more attractive to those around you. And it's a large part is due to like your energy. You could have said like, oh, I haven't really changed anything about my appearance though. And you really don't have to. With your energy shifting, it's naturally showing. You look happier. You look like, you know, you're doing things for you. You just, you know, it's the way you're taking care of yourself, it's shining. So people are taking notice also that you're really investing in your good qualities. Love that. Okay, so let's check out my white cards now. How are you changing spiritually, physically, mentally? How are you changing? Let's go on a date in reverse. Yeah, there are quite a few people who are actually watching you, possibly from afar. You know, this person's never alone in these cards, funny enough, but I didn't even mention that there were people watching you until like the very end. So I'm just thinking that you are very focused on your own life right now. You're really focused on what you're doing, and you're not realizing that there are people not lurking in the shadows, but like, you know, they're down the street or whatever. And they're like, hey, you are looking so fine. Yeah, a lot of people definitely finding you attractive, people wanting to date you. I'm anxious to see what happens next. And then soulmate is right underneath that. Yeah, you have people who are kind of like watching you, like watching your every move, not in a creepy way, but like if you have they got your post notifications on, stuff like that. Guys, if you want to know who's secretly watching your socials, that is the topic of today's OG reading. That's going to be at the end of the reading. But yes, people are definitely anxious to see like what you're going to do next. You've become somewhat of a trendsetter. I won't even hold you right now. I won't even hold you. Something's happening, okay? I just feel that the energy you guys have been putting out is really fantastic. People are looking at you, wondering what you're going to do next. I mean, they wouldn't say necessarily to copy you, but like there's some energy of that happening. Soulmate, yeah. And just a lot of people are just seeing you in this great energy. And yeah, they're wanting some kind of commitment. This is right in the back. Right in the back of it. They're looking at you like, you know, you're very prosperous. How are you changing? I'm also hearing that some of you could be take this as a resonates. If you don't want this, I don't think it's gonna be coming towards you. But getting bigger breasts, that's what's been on your mind. I feel like that's gonna be happening. I know a lot of these cards, you know, so I'm just kind of picking up what I'm picking up. All right, so this says, I'm holding back my secret lust for you. I don't even know what to say. So definitely, I mean, people are most definitely like looking at you, hitting your line. I'm really getting a heavy energy of like people watching your social media, you know, looking at your pics. I'm also seeing that like you guys could have been like working out, or like, you know, you're gaining weight and like it's looking good. Like whatever you're doing, you're looking good, you know? Yeah. Oh my God, I got this phrase. So I had this phrase. Somebody says, you're plumping up nicely. Okay, I'm just a messenger. Nicely. It all depends. If you wanted to gain weight, then like, hey, someone's seeing it and they're like, damn, you looking good. Okay. And we have past returning, rekindle, return to broken promises, honeymoon phase, buyer beware. Okay. When I say there are a lot of people watching you, I'm really not kidding. Like this is most definitely like an X or 2 or 3 for some of you. I'm hearing 3 is actually the most likely number. And then a lot of friends, obviously. I'm hearing, you know, like friends of the opposite gender as well. Even like friends who are just friends, but like, you know, they're looking at you. I'm thinking there's some kind of glow up happening here, especially if you've been like actually manifesting a glow up. People are very, very much so noticing that. Other than that, your energy is really skyrocketing in a way that's just very attractive to people. So yeah, everyone's kind of taking notice right now. Okay, if you've been posting on social media, like the posts are becoming different and people are noticing. It's like, wow, they're like, wow, you're really like loving yourself more. Like I can see that you've been like working on yourself in some way. It's like you're never stagnant. You're always trying to bring something new. You're always trying to pivot and bring something new. How are you changing? How are you changing? For those who chose feminine law of attraction, these are the spiral tarot. How are you changing? Let's put these here. I don't want to block the light too much. Let's see how that looks. All right. How are you changing? For those who chose feminine law of attraction, how are you changing? Okay, there it is. Take the ones that flip over. Alrighty. So starting with the 7 of Wands here. Wow, speaking of wands, you have so many wands, 3 to 4 for this little section over here, all wands. So again, with the passion, like a lot of passion coming into your life, people looking at you as a passionate person, wanting to share passion with you. And passion just leads to more passion, doesn't it? I think you know what I'm trying to say. So we have the 7 of Wands here. And again, this does talk about getting involved in a lot of like different areas, different projects. You don't necessarily have to be like super busy and have like all of these tasks going on for you. It could be that you're trying to manifest a lot of things at once and things are happening for you. Guys, as I'm filming this, there was a new moon just yesterday. So when you're watching this on Wednesday, if you're watching this on Wednesday, could be a great time to manifest if we're still in that time. Although new moons are always a great time to manifest, as well as full moons. I like full moons as well. What I'm saying here is that there could be a lot of different things you're trying to manifest, and that's also one of the ways you're putting your passion out into the world. It's like people are seeing you as being very busy, almost like needing to prioritize, having a lot on your plate. And you're changing in a way that you can really manage all of this as well. And you're actually the one like diving into these different sectors, you know what I mean? Trying to make change. So this is really awesome. I'm getting like this image of like you stretching, right? So you're stretching to overcome all of these challenges and possibly obstacles that are in your path, right? You're becoming more, even like self-reliable is what I'm hearing. Let me know if that resonates, guys. Definitely comment down below if you're feeling this. So we have 6 of Wands. This is amazing because we have the 7 and the 6. To me, this is pure progress. Pure progress and also recognition, right? It's very obvious that you've been making strides on your path, you know, whatever that is. And I feel a lot of you, it has to do with self-love, of course. maybe like how much time you have in a day. You know, you feel like you work so hard, and yet sometimes it feels like, oh, I only have 23 hours in the day, 24, you know what I'm trying to say. But you guys are like time managing really well right now, or it just feels like you have more time. You're looking very successful, right? And something about your career is really good too. I think I'm already talking about your career in a lot of different ways, but yes, the career, to be more specific, yeah, the career is going to go really well. You're being recognized for sure by, you know, coworkers or schoolmates, professors and bosses, all that kind of stuff. Two of Wands. You guys are really taking the steps towards your dreams. I'm hearing yellow brick road. I'm getting like images of, like, you know, Dorothy right now, really on that path, really on that road. And it's very evident. It's like, you know, okay, I've actually only seen Wizard of Oz once when I was like a kid. And I could be, you know, hallucinating that could be a dream. So do you know the part where everyone's singing to Dorothy as she walks down a yellow path? That's kind of like what's going on right now, or is what's happening, at least like spiritually. People are noticing you and sending you good energy, for sure. People are noticing you and sending you good energy, like on your social media and things like that. And that good energy doesn't have to necessarily be like, I'm blessing so and so. It could just be like, wow, they look amazing. Like, I'm liking their photo. Like, I love what they're posting. Like, wow, do you see that they're, you know, they're doing really good? That's all positive energy being, you know, talked about you and being brought towards you. And you're really focused on your path right now. You're really focused on your path, which is so awesome. You've really broken free, actually, from a lot of the things that were holding you back. And we started the reading off with talking about this, about how you're breaking out of your routine, how you're doing things differently. And those different actions are leading to different results, okay? It's obvious to the people who are around you. And I'm also getting you're coming to a greater emotional equilibrium as well. So that is so awesome. I'm going to wrap things up now with the Moonology cards. So how are you changing spiritually, physically, mentally? How are you changing? Oh. Wow, look at this first card. Don't let your past hold you back. I'm done. I'm freaking out. And then we also have expect powerful change. Seriously, as if we didn't already know what the title of the reading was, but I'm just kidding. But this is amazing. Like, I think a lot of great things are going to be coming in for you. And it is because you are doing things differently than you possibly did in the past. So you're opening up to new ways of doing things, new ways of thinking as well, you know. Newfound confidence is also what I'm hearing. Last card here. How are you changing? Oh my God, suspense. Okay. The energy is gaining momentum. Oh, wow. Yeah, you guys are, when I say you guys are on your path, like, I really mean it. Whew. I'm just feeling the energy. I love this. It feels like you guys are like gonna be blasting off on like a dang, like a rocket ship. Okay. Maybe not be so dramatic. Maybe it's like a, like one of those 5 miles an hour like scooters. Those things zip, okay? I got hurt in one of those. Honestly, guys, just enough of the jokes. Seriously, you guys are going to be doing really amazing things very soon. And all of the energy you're putting into yourself, and even the energy people are giving towards you, they're snowballing into these intense blessings. So I'm really, really excited to see what comes in for you. That is just so awesome. Hope you all enjoyed this reading. Of course, like the video if you did like it, and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. I post new videos every Wednesday, and if you guys would like a personal reading from me, I would love to help you out. Of course, my services link is down in the description box below. You can go ahead and check that out, and that'll explain all about a reading with me. Furthermore, I also have the OG reading for you guys today. Of course, it is about who is secretly watching your social media. Watching, not washing, but so yeah, if you guys want to check that out, it is at the end of the video, timestamp below, of course. But yeah, I will see you all in the next one. Okay, love and light. Bye-bye. Hey there, pal number 2, and welcome to your reading. If you chose the Power of Self-Talk card, this is your reading, of course. Let's go ahead and get into it. And we're actually starting with the card you chose from, because that is what I intended it for. It is your first thing in how you have been changing. So I'm going to go ahead and read this to you. When my self-talk is kinder, I am empowered in my capacity to pursue my dreams and believe in myself. I mean, this is really gorgeous. First of all, it's definitely saying what it talks about here on the card. I think you guys have been a lot kinder to yourself in maybe the past couple of months, and it's really been coming out in a lot of really great ways in different areas of your life. I think that your confidence has probably been increasing, feeling more in tune with yourself, more in touch with yourself, and dare I say it, even closer to your higher self, you know? So really feeling like in tune these past couple of weeks. So let's go ahead and look at your cards here. I'm starting off with the Tarot of Sexual Magic. And go ahead and give this video a like if you're excited for your messages. I'd really appreciate it. All right, so let's go ahead and start with the Empress in reverse here. So this is almost how you've been coming in the most recent past, is awakening to your true divine nature. All right, I don't want to get too woo woo, but I really feel that you've been tapping into something that is so true and deep, really understanding yourself on a deeper level, and also giving yourself the space to make mistakes and be you, and to make that progress and that journey. Maybe you were too critical with yourself in the recent past, and you're starting to, dismantle maybe some of that, some of it to the point where it's unhealthy, And this is really great. I feel that this is a lot of shadow work even being done, or you have done kind of even inadvertently done shadow work kind of recently, or totally for some of you intentionally. And your shadow side is becoming more of an asset instead of something that may distract you or can put you down from time to time. Now you're really learning how to keep the both in balance, and how to use the shadow side as well. Again, a more positive aspect, right? As motivation or, whatever. So that is so amazing. Yeah, we have the Queen of Cups here. And I'm really sensing this. I mean, again, this whole theme of being kinder to yourself, most definitely. I'm also leaving room for your own emotions. Maybe you could have been somebody who didn't like to cry, or you didn't like to, really get in touch with the sides, that didn't feel so good. And now you're leaving that room. Now you're okay, well, if I need to cry, maybe I'll just take a night out and do that. And kind of, giving yourself permission to do those things. I'm really getting a heart space opening, a heart chakra awakening, if you will. This is just feeling more open with yourself, and therefore people around you as well, more accepting of how you've been feeling. Yeah, power of self-talk. All right. It has been noticed by those around you. All right. I don't know what it is about loving yourself that looks so good to other people, but you were coming off as red hot right now. All right. Now you guys may be like, what the hell? How did this turn into a people find me sexy reading so quickly? And the energy is almost one and the same. I have to say that much. Accepting yourself and, being there for yourself, not necessarily enabling all your bad behaviors, right? But seeing which are actually bad behaviors and which are just things you've been putting yourself down for, that you have to that you're really coming into being patient with, and leaving yourself space, that kind of acceptance, that kind of self-love is coming off as super sexy to those around you. They probably can't even put their finger on like what it is that's changed, but you're looking good, okay? The energy is fire. Look at this Six of Wands. Like, this guy's over here trying to like reach out and like grab the booty right now. So that's all I have to say. That's the energy, all right? people are noticing you, and they're like, wow, you look great. Like, what if you done something different with your hair? Some of you actually could be dyeing your hair right now, cutting your hair. And it's not to be like a symbol of anything, but you could be, it could be a symbol though. You could be doing it as a symbol, you could be doing it for fun. I think a lot of you are going out in nature more, drinking more water too. There's something about like being health conscious here, you know, like trying to get your, you know, your steps in or whatever, or at least some like water. I'm also hearing like spiritual baths. Some of you could have been doing spiritual baths to help with this, drinking special teas, even like with the intention of like a self-love potion, things like that. If you have been trying that this is a confirmation that has worked. Okay, that is working. It has worked, and it will continue to work. So that is fantastic. All right, so let me have the Knave of Swords here. When I tell you this reading took a turn for like the sexy right now. Oh, sorry guys, I just moved, as you know, and then there's a dog around. Okay, anyway, so Knave of Swords. This is really, people are definitely like, people are most definitely watching you on social media. Like, I'm not even trying to plug my OG reading. That's the topic. Who's watching on social media? But I'm being serious. People are most definitely watching you. I mean, Page of Swords is all about gathering information, looking from afar. People are looking at your pics right now. If you have been posting any like pics that are showing off like curvature, you know, showing off your backside, people are looking at those pics, you know, and they're like, wow, you look amazing. What have you been doing lately? If you've been posting anything recently, honestly, people are checking out your profiles, things like that. I think even a lot of you could be posting like unrelated things, not necessarily like, you know, your body or even your face, but like people are going back onto your page and looking at you again and looking at what you're posting, and they're like, oh, you're so funny, or like, you're so smart. So this is so interesting. I love that for you guys. The talk is coming out in different ways. Like, you guys are talking kinder to yourself, and maybe that's influencing what you're posting, you know, it's influencing how you're talking to other people. That energy is so palpable. All right, so how are you changing? All right, ooh, interesting. I'm just gonna get them all actually. How are you changing? For those who chose Power of Self-Talk. Oh, wow. Okay. For those who chose the Power of Self-Talk, how are they changing? Okay. Interesting. For those who chose the Power of Self-Talk, how are they changing? One more card, please, Spirit. More card. One more card, please, Divine Spirit. Power of Self-Talk. Here we go. All right, I'll leave it just like this. This is so interesting. So, starting off with this spiritualist card, it says healer, witch, spellworker, angelic persona. I really feel like this is something that you maybe didn't resonate with maybe like a year or two ago even. Like, if someone were to say like, oh, you're a healer, or like you're like kind of an earth angel, or you're a witch, you know, like you have powers, whatever, you would be like, pshaw, you're being so silly. But now you're really awakening to this divine nature, really coming into yourself, and you're like, damn, wait, I'm really sensing something very special about myself. And that's kind of the whole point, is that we all are very special, and we all do have, you know, abilities, psychic and otherwise. I mean, I totally believe everyone is a little bit psychic, and then you grow like a muscle, right? So you've been really flexing that muscle and coming into all these different facets of yourself. It's really amazing. So we have this one. It says, I have a lot of dirty fantasies and thoughts about you. Okay, but the a lot is underlined. Can we not? Oh my God. When I said this reading took a turn for the sexy so quick, I was not kidding. Seriously, people are looking at your photos. They are hanging out with you in person if that's the case. Like, people are looking at you and they're like, what is happening? What is going on? Next card. I have serious feelings for you. Like, dead ass. People are so obsessed with your vibe right now. And I don't know what it is. I think it doesn't have to be, at least we do know what it is. You don't have to be necessarily on social media for this to even be happening, okay? The vibe is palpable, all right? You could be popping up in people's heads just randomly because your energy is shifting and like they can tell, you know what I mean? People are sensitive like that, especially those who spent time around you, you know? All of a sudden to start thinking of you for no reason. The person you blocked on social media is all of a sudden hitting you up. It's because you're glowing up, babe. Makes sense to me. Anyway, so next, the last card we have is, I want you back so badly. Give me another chance. God, oh my God. I'm not mad though. Like, I'm not, like, I get it. Oh my gosh. So it was in reverse. I didn't read it until right now. You guys aren't even seeing this. Like, that's the whole point. Like, I can't even read this in reverse. So you guys are not even, I feel for the most part, you guys are not even checking for your exes. Although, I really feel like you guys are not. Even if you like want your ex, I feel like you have been focusing on yourself lately. But yeah, someone wants you back. I mean, it's definitely up to you what you want to do. But yeah, most definitely, people are looking at you. They want you back. People have serious feelings for you, dirty thoughts. Whew. All right. Okay, let's look at the Spiral Tarot now. How are you changing spiritually, physically, mentally? Some of you guys have been like getting a bigger butt lately. Okay, don't think I don't see you. I see you. How are you changing? You have the Empress and the Emperor now. So that's just like boss vibes. I don't know what to say about that. How are you changing? And I'll explain that more. Okay, actually, these are all major arcana. These are all major arcana. Oh my God. You have the Emperor and the Empress right underneath each other. That is insane. You have 2 Empress cards. I only have 2 out right now. So that says a lot about the energy you're coming into. Again, it's Empress in reverse again. So that's kind of funny. You guys not necessarily are more in a masculine energy, but it's like you're taking control in a way that is different than before. All right, guys, comment down below if this resonates with you, seriously. Yeah, I'm really feeling you guys are taking control of, you know, your own inner narrative in a way that is so different. And I think it comes down to, like, you know, the stories that we tell ourselves as well. You know, we tell ourselves stories every day. And I was just watching, I wish I knew the channel name. I think it's Annalita, and she's a manifestation coach. And I was just watching her the other day, and she was saying about, yeah, how we all tell ourselves these stories. And the way she said it, I was like, wow, I knew this, but like, I'm so appreciative the way she said it. We all tell ourselves like these stories each and every day, like, you know, because this happened to me, like, I feel like this, or let me give you a better example. Because, like, you know, this person had cheated on me, I don't feel worthy, you know, because I had a rough childhood. It's really hard for me to love other people, you know. We keep reinforcing these things, you know, not necessarily things that will always happen to us, right? Like, or like, oh, I think that like my boss may not like me, or like my friends, like, I'm worried that they may not like me. We tell ourselves these stories, right? all the time about different aspects of our life. I think you guys are taking control of that narrative now and just being like, you know what? I tell myself these things all the time. I don't necessarily, like, I can just tell myself what I freaking want, you know? Like, my friends love me. I'm able to love people easily, you know? My boss thinks I'm amazing, or whatever it is, you know? Saying those things to yourself, even if they aren't, you don't really feel they're necessarily true. Getting into that energy and sticking with it, and you guys are really seeing the results that you're coming into now. You know, even just telling yourself, like, I am confident. You know, you may have said to yourself in the past, like, you know, I struggle with confidence, like, I struggle with being social, and now you're trying to flip the script on yourself. You're like, you know what, I am confident. I'm seeing more evidence that I am. And the more you tell yourself, the more you're seeing this evidence, the more it's showing up in your world. And you're like, damn, like, I guess I'm manifesting this stuff. Is that happening with you guys? Seriously, like, comment down below if this is happening. Because I think this energy is so fantastic. You guys are really walking into power like never before. And self-talk, I mean, can we just talk about how our words hold frequency, our words hold vibration, and that it's been proven that if you speak to like water, you can change its crystalline structure. And I don't have to remind you that we're 70% water, all right? And like that the air even is partly made up of water. Like, the way that we can just influence the world by just speaking about what we have or are or want, you guys are really tapping into that, and that is incredible. It's going to be life-changing is what I'm getting. All right, the Fool in reverse and the Hermit in reverse, you guys are not novices anymore. All right, and I think there is a need to step out of that thinking of yourself as well. I mean, I think a lot of you are already doing that, but yeah, if you have not been, you guys are not beginners in this manifesting stuff. And you know, whatever you've been worried about, like in your career, you may feel like I never tried this stuff before, right? Or I never really had many experience in my field before. But you have life experience, you have experience with people though, you have experience in other areas that are going to influence success in where you're trying to go. Does that make sense? You are not like, even if you had to start over recently, guys, you are not starting from scratch. You are not starting from scratch, because what you've accumulated along the way is so much more powerful than what you've had in the past, when maybe you have, you know, tried and stumbled, right? You're really be stepping into a new area of life here. And I'm really not BSing, like, cannot pull this stuff out of my butt. I just can't. This is like, you guys are stepping into new awareness, new knowledge, self-knowledge, and that is the most important knowledge, if I dare say so myself, because from there you have the guts to learn anything. You know what I mean? From there you can conquer most anything. And as long as you know how to study yourself, you know how to improve upon yourself, and any challenge you meet, you're going to dominate it, because you can stretch and pull yourself in any way possible to make your destiny happen, because you have the tools. Does that make sense? All right, enough of my pep talk. Let's go. Let's finish things up. So how are you changing? How are you changing? The power of self-talk. Okay. Oh, stop. Oh my God. Probably like scaring you guys. I need to do that. I'm so excited. Look, you're very close to achieving your goal. Holy shit. Oh my God. You're very close to achieving your goal. What did I just say, actually, though? But really, this is incredible. How are you changing? When I say this is like this realization, or like this power of self-talk is really going to change your guys' life, I'm not kidding. Look at all these cards coming out at the same time. Like, this confirmation. How are you changing? Power of self-talk. How are you changing? Don't let pride get in your way. Ooh, wow. You know, there could have been, I don't want to say pride, but even like fear or shame, you know? And isn't that what pride is like there to defend us from? Right? Some of the time. So yeah, you guys are letting yourself take a risk too. So you're taking more risk. How are you changing? Last card. This shows the power of self-talk. How are they changing? And here it is. Your hard work is paying off. Wow, that's amazing. I couldn't ask for a better card to come out. But I guess I could, because we have prosperity lies ahead at the end, at the underneath the deck. This is so incredible, guys. I don't know what you've been working on. I don't know what you've been trying to achieve, but it's happening. All right. There's really no ifs, ands, or buts about it. There just is not. Okay. There is not. You guys are achieving your goal. You're very close to achieving your goal, and your hard work is paying off. Keep with this mindset. Prosperity lies ahead. All right. That's gorgeous. I really hope that you enjoyed this reading. If you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I post new videos every Wednesday. And if you would like a personal reading from me, I would love to help you out. Go ahead and look in the description box down below. And that is where I have my services link that will explain everything about a reading with me. And furthermore, I have the OG reading for you guys. It's going to be all about who's secretly watching your social media. Okay, so we got people are watching you here. So if you want to find out who they are, it's gonna be over there. Okay. Anyway, I hope that you all enjoyed today's video, and I will talk to you in the next one. All right. Love and light. Bye-bye. Hey there, pal number 3, and welcome to your reading. If you chose the Enlightenment Power card, this is your reading. Let's go ahead and get into it. And we are starting with your choosing card. I did pick this for what you are changing, or how you are changing rather. So let's go ahead and I'll read it to you. It says, I'm a woman choosing the power of my own consciousness as a vehicle for my growth. I'm a person choosing the power of my own consciousness as a vehicle for my growth. All right, beautiful. All right, so just really opening up to the power of your mind, the power of yourself. I'm feeling like opening to your emotions as well. Peace, a lot of peace coming for you guys. Okay, let's go ahead and get into your cards. Okay, so we have the 5 of Wands to start with, and I'm starting off with the Tarot of Sexual Magic, by the way. The 5 of Wands, you could have felt in the more recent past, or like the past, like 5-6 months, that you've been like watching a lot of people kind of live in a way that you maybe not necessarily aspired to live in, but like having experiences that you wanted to have, like going out and having fun, and like, maybe you just couldn't do those things at the time. Now, okay, when I pulled these cards, I actually got the song Positions as a sign in my head, switching positions for you. It's like, no longer are you this person who's like looking out and watching and wanting these things. You guys are actually, you're going out there and you're enjoying life in a way that you haven't before, all right? Or this is about to come in for you. And partly it's because you're looking at yourself and kind of like, well, why can't I have that? Why, like, and what's a way that I can achieve this? Like, let me not just like be upset about it. Like, let me actually do something about it. Like, can I make something happen here? Like, there's some wiggle room? And you're finding that, yeah, you can make things happen, or this is coming in for you very soon. Okay, we have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse here. You guys are really noticing and seeing that you can have a lot of happiness, those experiences that you want, and just feeling more, I don't want to say in touch with yourself. You guys are actually learning that maybe your perception of things was putting you in a worse place than need be, right? And it could have just been that you guys weren't thinking of, like, you didn't think of certain solutions, or, it was kind of like, solutions weren't available yet. it was just a tough time, whatever it may be. But you guys are kind of opening up now to the ways that this could be a positive for you, the way that there could be silver linings, the way that you could, make a way for yourself in whatever situation you're in. And you're starting to feel a lot more hopeful, a lot better. And this doesn't have to be like anything that bad had happened to you. Maybe, again, like experiences you wanted to have that you haven't been having. You're like, okay, maybe I can find a way to finance this that I didn't think about before. Maybe I can find a way to like get out of the house, in a way that I didn't think about before. Like maybe there's someone who can help me, or like things like that, So we have the 9 of Cups here. I really feel that you guys are going to be face to face with that life that you want. I really feel like very, very soon you're going to be experiencing what you've been wanting to, all right? And kind of like bearing the fruits of your labor. You have this fruit imagery in both of these cards here, all right? I love this because you guys are like, it's almost like getting more comfortable with, not comfortable, but like life's getting more exciting. Life's getting more exciting. It's going to be a time where you're seeing your manifestations come to life. All right. And also the pressure is really being taken off right now. Things are also being illuminated. There are going to be avenues, different avenues that you're going to be noticing, like, okay, wow, I can get to my goal this way. Like, okay, this is taking off the pressure of me. This is taking the pressure off of me in this way. Then we have the Temperance card, and coming to emotional equilibrium, coming to a greater self-balance here, okay? So part of this was mental, part of this was, of course, circumstantial. But once you were able to flex that mental a little bit, you were starting to see ways that you can turn it around in the physical as well. And isn't that how that always starts? So let's go ahead and check out my white cards. How are you changing spiritually, physically, mentally? Some of you guys are like, your hair is changing, like your hair is growing out. You guys are changing your sense of style for a lot of you. Some of you are wearing more colors. Let's go on a date. Oh my God, that's so funny. Again, like maybe you guys wanted to go on dates. You wanted to get out there. Your romantic life hasn't been so up and popping lately. So you're like, I'm going to just take myself out on a date. I'm going to go out to like a bar and maybe, try and talk to somebody. I'm going to, go on Hinge or Tinder or all that stuff. You're putting it into your own hands. To make these things happen for you. All right, how are you changing? Spiritually, physically, mentally, how are you changing? For those who chose Enlightenment Power. Obsession, attachment, desperation, and unhealed trauma. And these are the things you're letting go of. I don't think it needs to be in reverse to have it be something you're changing, so... Yeah, I think you're letting go of a certain path, the way things have to be, if that makes sense. Like, let me give an example. Let me think of an example. Hold on. Okay, here's a good example. You try and but you're applying for like jobs, right? And so you're applying for like maybe say 10 jobs, and out of those 10 jobs, there's like 1 or 2 that you really, really want, and you're like, maybe there's actually a couple, maybe like 3 or 4, whatever, that you really, really want, and there's one that you're like, okay, this is the one I really, really want, like this is gonna be perfect for me, but there's still a few more that you're interested in, whatever. And you tend to maybe hyper focus on the one that you want. It's like, it has to be this one. I'm manifesting this one. This is the only opportunity that I want, or even if it's happening one at a time. I'm sorry, my examples are not so concise right now. So you're wanting this job. And maybe you're hyper fixating on this one path, right? It has to be this one job, and I really want this particular position. And maybe it doesn't come to pass. The manifestation doesn't come true, and you're like, oh, what the fuck? It shouldn't be this way. And then you're really upset. But actually, in a few months or even a few weeks, you end up getting a different job and it comes with a higher pay, and it's like, you know, maybe in the area that you always wanted, and it has all these benefits you didn't know that they were, you know, going to be great. Actually, the position is actually perfect for you, and you're like, damn, wait, if I had gone the other place, maybe I actually wouldn't have liked it as much as what I ended up having. So what I'm seeing here, it's kind of opening up to the different ways your desire can come to you, all right? That was such a roundabout way of coming there, but we got there. You're opening up to the different ways your desire can come to fruition, and not necessarily hyper-focusing on one avenue your means can come to an end. That make sense? Sorry, not hyper-focusing on one means to the end. You know, letting the means be whatever it is, but just focusing on the objective. All right, how am I going to get out there? I'm going to do it. And just kind of trying all these different avenues maybe you haven't tried before. All right. And I like this. There's this sense of adventure here. There's a sense of like, oh, wow, I'm like trying different things, expanding my horizons. Because you also have great sense of style, attractive physique, alluring energy, and invokes nervousness. So most definitely, you guys this adventurous energy is coming out in more ways than one, you know, this trying different avenues energy. So again, you guys could be wearing more colors. I talked about that earlier. Could be wearing more colors, trying out a different sense of fashion, wearing even less colors. Maybe you're actually going into a black phase. I'm definitely getting that for some of you. All right. How are you changing? How are you changing spiritually, physically, mentally? All right, so we have this card here. I want you back so badly. Give me another chance. It fell on top of obsession. But it fell on top of obsession. Oh my gosh. So one of your exes could be checking you out. Interesting. It's because of all of this, you know, spiritual energy that's been around you, frankly. And it's because of this like epiphany that you've been having. And I want to say it's just because of that, but again, like when you level up mentally in that way, everything else goes with it. You know, everything else goes with it. So this person's sensing that you're kind of changing in that way. Look, right here we have watching, social media, posing, jealous. Guys, if you want to see who is secretly watching our social media, do check out my OG reading. That's at the end of the video. But most definitely, I mean, people are sensing the shift in your energy, okay? Especially exes, people who spend a lot of time with you. Okay, let's check out the Spiral Tarot now. How are you changing spiritually, physically, mentally? Oh my gosh. The Empress is coming out. This is amazing. Yes, okay, this is amazing. Not only are you in your divine energy, all right? You're just like really feeling yourself, you know, really loving yourself. Not only is that the case, you are the Empress, right? Is someone who uses all of her tools to manifest what she wants. And I'm saying she because the Empress, but it could be anybody. It doesn't have to be a certain body. So the Empress is someone who is able to use all these different tools to get to, you know, where she wants to go. And it's kind of like you now, using all these different avenues, using all these different facets of your mind, your experience, you know, trying to put your passions in there. You're trying to, you know, really follow what feels divinely guided to you to make these changes, to put yourself out there in different ways. Yeah, Queen of Wands. It's a lot of creativity happening right now. It's a lot of creativity, a lot of creation energy, okay? You guys are at fantastic manifesting state right now. If you're watching this right as it comes out, there's a new moon that just passed. I don't know if you already manifested, but it could be a great time to sit down and maybe do a little ritual or something. It's always a great time to manifest, but especially during new moons, and I also like full moons. Yes, there's so much creative energy, and you guys are really coming into your crown is what I'm hearing. Like, not only your crown chakra, yeah, of course, like you're receiving divine messages. Oh my gosh, sorry. The High Priestess has showed up. So when I talk about just receiving divine messages, never mind. they're really emphasizing that, okay? Spirit's really emphasizing that you are receiving divine messages, that you're following these messages. But not only that, you are loving yourself in this way that is unprecedented, all right, that you haven't done yet. And I think it's going to be infiltrating every area of your life, right? And I don't think it's just like, I mean, of course it's love. Love comes in a lot of different ways, but it's trust, it's ambition, it's risk-taking, it's challenges. So you guys are giving yourself what you need to pursue whatever you want, you know? And that does start with taking care of, you know, the home first. All right, you're taking care of yourself first. You can, you know, put yourself out there and extend your energy, you know. How are you changing? Queen of Swords in reverse. You're not dealing with any BS, okay? You're not dealing with any BS. No one can knock you off your shine. No one can knock you off your game right now. Shit's flying right over your shoulder. Like, you just do not care. And that is fantastic. I highly suggest anybody who has to deal with, like, especially if it's like friends, like petty shit, to just like not even, like, don't even acknowledge people who bring you like terrible energy, all right? Or to just try and acknowledge it as little as possible, you know, like quick yes, no, like, you know what I mean? And you guys are just, yeah, you are not engaging with people who want to get a rise out of you anymore. Like, that's so 2020. I'm just kidding. You guys are really past that. I'm just past that. All right, how are you changing? How are you changing? Hold your vision. The energy is gaining momentum. Wow, I had to take those two together because I just felt like they were one sentence. Hold your vision. The energy is gaining momentum. You know, you guys have really brought what you wanted to experience into your reality. And it wasn't because you were obsessing over how you couldn't have it, right? You started, if I'm not wrong, going within, starting to be more open with yourself, even like accepting yourself more, just being happy, and then are like, okay, now I have some energy to possibly go out and find solutions to like this problem, or I'm thinking of the situation differently from a different perspective now, and so now I can go out and like find these different solutions, or I'm ready to like put myself out in a different way. And you've been holding your vision in that way, you know, taking care of yourself with the intention to, you know, to come back to this. Like, how can I heal whatever needs to be healed so I can go after this? All right. And I don't think that all of our problems are just like internal, of course, but I do believe that is when you change your energy, that is when things start to shift around you, you know? And if it is a small shift in perspective, it's a domino effect. It really is. The energy is gaining momentum. It's like, look at this. If you, I got with the domino thing, but if you were to set something off on here, would tumble for miles, you know, on this like rocky ridge here. And that's kind of the point. Like, you guys put in that effort, and now it's snowballing into all of this confidence, into all this adventurism. Does that make sense? Is that a word? Anyway, so we have you and your loved ones are safe also. That's great. I feel like this is mostly confirmation for some people out there who were nervous about maybe some different situations. You and your loved ones are safe, okay? And things are going to work out for the best. Alrighty, so I'm going to go ahead and end the reading there. I hope that you all enjoyed today's reading. If you did, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel. I post new videos every Wednesday. And if you would like a personal reading from me, I would love to help you out. Go ahead and look at my description box down below, and that is where I have my services link that will explain everything about a reading with me. And of course, I have the OG reading for you guys as well. It's going to be all about who is secretly watching your socials. If you want to know who's over there, they're watching. Of course, I'm going to tell you. So hope you enjoyed this one. I'll talk to you in the next one. All right. Love and light. Bye-bye. Hey there, pal number 4, and welcome to your reading. If you chose Power of My Voice, this is your reading, of course. Let's go ahead and hop right into it. And we are starting with the card you chose today. And I did intend it to be the first thing that describes how you are changing. So let's go ahead and read it together. It says, I speak my truth and express my feelings to others with care and compassion. Wow, this is great. Maybe you guys are really finding your voice lately, coming into your own power. I mean, that really is the theme of this reading, is coming into your own power in a lot of different ways. Each of the readings have been really different so far. And yes, you guys are most definitely coming into the power of your voice. And I don't want to just say it like that, but oh, I almost can't describe it right now. Like, I'm getting the energy though. It's really powerful what's happening. So let's go ahead and just dive into this. I'm starting with the Tarot of Sexual Magic today. And be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you're excited for your messages. All right, so we're starting off here with the World card in reverse. What I'm getting right off the bat is that you could have been someone in the more recent past who more centered your world around other people than yourself. Caring for other people, you know, especially if you are a parent, it's pretty natural. But yes, centering your world around other people, and also how they make you feel, you know. That could have been a big emotional influencer. I know for a long time, I felt that how the people felt about me was a good reason for me to feel a certain way about myself. And I think you guys are really breaking out of that narrative and seeing that, you know, people don't necessarily have to be happy with you for you to be a good and happy person, you know? Okay, so I feel like this has taken some time, and this is really about a lot of self-appreciation. I'm also getting that there could have been situations in the past, though, like the ones that would have broken you out of this would be that, you know, like you want to make somebody happy, but eventually down the line, like, you realize they don't have the best intentions for you, and like them being in your life is actually taking away from your light or your happiness or your peace in some way. And you're like, damn, like, I've been sitting here trying to make you happy, thinking it's gonna make me happy because I'm being a good person. Little did I know, I should have been being a good person to myself and taking care of myself. Why did I say it like that? But but yeah, taking care of yourself. Okay, then we have the King of Swords here in reverse. It's like you've really been putting in some work to make some people happy, like high key in the past. Not to say that you are a people pleaser per se. This could have been like just people happy, you know, you like to have everybody at peace. Like maybe you used to be like a really big mediator, or you felt like everyone could get along, but you're kind of realizing like, yeah, damn, I gotta take care of me first. And if someone has a problem with me doing that, they're the problem. They're the problem with my peace, you know? Instead of trying to bend and twist in all these different ways to make sure that people are okay with you, you're like, am I good with me? That's all that matters. That's really all that matters. And people who matter won't mind. They're gonna love that you're putting you first, because it doesn't infringe upon like their needs getting met by themselves, you know. It's always the people who are like trying to suck all your energy out, who are like, you're changing for the better? What do you mean? You know? Okay, then we have the Six of Cups in reverse. It has also been a time of maybe even like mourning some relationships, because yeah, you definitely had to maybe put some of those things in the past to be like, yeah, I'm going to move forward with myself. Some of you could have lost friends more like kind of recently, or, you know, had to like take your distance from even family members, things like that. And it's because you have to put yourself in good energy, you know. And I'm really here to tell you, or not that you guys do not need permission. You're doing good all by yourself. But I'm going to say that if anybody is compromising your peace and not paying your bills, no. I mean, even if they're like a sugar daddy or something, that's not worth it. I mean, but yeah, most definitely. If someone's compromising your peace, they're usually not worth it at all. Because your peace of mind, your happiness, your clarity matters most. If someone is confusing you beyond the point of clarity, you trying to talk about it, you can't get clarity, No, you guys are moving on from all of this like BS. Nothing's in the dark anymore. You're putting yourself first. That light is blinding to some people, you know? Let them get sunburned. Whatever. They can put their shades on. Okay. Anyway, so we have the Lovers as the last card here. Let me just check the lighting, guys. Okay. Again, with the Lovers, it's like you guys are finding this really, really great balance. And I think people are coming out, not necessarily of the woodwork, but like people are coming out and showing you how they really support you, you know? Who's really there for you. And of course, you're one of those people. You know, you're really showing up for yourself lately. But others are also the people who, you know, are happy that you are stepping up for yourself in this way. They're really coming out. They're really showing out right now. And people are trying to be closer to you, because people who are, you know, people who are for you are going to be inspired by your self-love and progress. All right? They're never going to try and diminish you or, you know, like make you feel bad about loving yourself. All right, then we have, I'm not proud of the person I've become in reverse. Ooh, wow. You guys are just shedding everything that made you feel like upset, you know? And I think this could even be like being overly nice for some people. I feel like that's such a hard thing, because we're on this, like, I think, you know, a lot of people are I know you guys are spiritual. Let me not even, and it's hard to feel like, yeah, I want to be spiritual, like light and love. Ooh. But you can't always be nice to everybody, you know, because some people will see that as weakness. They'll take advantage of you, and you know that. And it's actually led probably for you guys to some discomfort. And that's probably been a really hard pill to swallow. Like, oh, I actually can't be the nicest to everybody. I actually can't extend my generosity to everybody. People don't have the same intentions as me. And I think that's something you guys already knew, but like now having to cognize it and be like, no, this is over. This way of acting because I thought this is over. That's a hard thing. And it is more than like an idea or, you know, people. But now you guys are jumping into this new version of yourself that's stronger, that is more protected, that's, you know, more in tune, more aligned with yourself. It has more peace. That's what matters. Even if your circle gets smaller. You have watching, oh my God, this card, watching social media, posing, jealous. Guys, I know the OG reading is like who's watching your social media. I chose this topic just because I knew that like these two went together. You know what I mean? Like you guys are changing, people are watching. Seriously. If you guys want to check out who is watching your social media on the down low, that is at the end of the video. So right after this reading. Yes, people are watching your social media, especially the people who once want to take advantage of you. Okay? They're watching you. And it could be from some fake accounts. I didn't even want to bring that up. I wasn't even trying to bring that up today. But yes, fake accounts could be happening for you guys, especially when you claim your power and your voice. That is one of the most rattling things to people who were benefiting from you being silent. Okay? That is the most rattling thing. They're like, oh dang, like you're actually coming back on my shit now, like that's crazy. Okay, take mixed signals as a no. Yeah, you guys are done with mixed signals. You guys are done with people who are back and forth with you, who are flaking on you, flopping on you. It's like, if you're not gonna be down for me, you're not gonna be in my life at all. and that's it. That is the standard for you guys, and that's amazing. The thing is, you're going to weed out so much. You're going to weed out so much. In the beginning, it's painful, of course, but after people know you as that person who won't take any shits, you're all good. Why am I swearing so much today? Sorry, guys. Okay, how are you changing? Oh my God, moveon.com. I'm not really worth your time. I was waiting for this card to come out, guys. Moveon.com. You guys are done. You're done. You're done. Everybody who was trying to like flake on you, everybody who's trying to take advantage of your energy, you cut them off. It's over. Oh, fuckboy alert. Bottom of the deck. Fuckboy alert, you were guys not fucking, you were not messing with anybody. You were not dealing with this like negative Nancy's, bad energy. Those have, I can feel your energy, I'm thinking about you. All right, so people, it's not a lie. People are really, they're noticing that you're on a poppin', okay? All right, let me go ahead and let's look at the Spiral Tarot. How are you changing? For those who heard the power of my voice. All right, 10 of Wands in reverse. You're putting down the burdens, all right? You're putting down the burdens. You're no longer letting history affect how you treat people. Ooh, this is a big one. This is a big one. When I realized that history should no longer be a factor in who I let stay in my life, everybody was gone. I'm just kidding. No, actually, that's kind of true. I was just like, damn, you suck, you suck, you suck. And you're not going to get any better. So, like, I might as well just cut my losses. That's how you're feeling. You're like, wow, I'm not even going to deal with this anymore because it's not bringing me joy. And maybe it won't bring me joy. I need a sure bet. I need safety. I need happiness. I need peace. Like, you know, you guys are not willing to juggle with your peace anymore. What if that shit falls? I'm not trying to pick it up. I'm trying to have it, you know? Knight of Wands in reverse. Maybe that does mean, like, you know, not going out with certain people anymore. Maybe that does mean, you know, slowing down the lifestyle a little bit. That kind of sucks. It's kind of like when you when you like lose some friends and you're like, I'm kind of lonely for like a hot bit. But you guys are so down to have some time to yourself is also what I'm hearing. If it means avoiding the drama that used to come with past situations. You know, you're like, okay, the promise, or like not even the promise, the like attempt at a good time is not even worth the trouble that it often brings. And it's no problem, guys. Like when you say no to this energy, you're going to bring in the energy that you want, okay? And so if you've been trying to go out and have a good time, and you've been going with people who are bringing you drama, if you say no to those people, you're going to start bringing people who you have a good time with when you go out. That's how the law of attraction will work, okay? So it's no worries. We have the Queen of Pentacles here. And you guys are just stepping into your power like never before. You're stable, all right? You're becoming so much more stable, so much more grounded. You're not letting anybody shake you from this foundation, all right? I hear you guys are done. You're done with being rocked, shaken, stirred. Okay, it's over. You want people who are going to keep you grounded, who are going to keep you in that positive space, and you guys are getting them, all right? The universe is saying it's not an issue. If you want peace, we got you. All right, just let me know what you want. All right, how are you changing? These are the Immunology cards. Oh, a new romantic cycle begins. Ooh, that is, I got chills. Let me not. Oh, this is gorgeous. Guys, there really could be someone coming in for you, okay? Because this kind of energy is so fantastic. When you're in this energy, like you're so like solid like this, people can't rock you. This is the energy people start gravitating towards you heavy because they're like, oh wow, like who is this person? Your commitment is being tested. Wow. Your commitment to yourself, really, is what I'm getting. Your commitment to self-love. Maybe you guys have been trying to manifest self-love, trying to manifest more peace. And I don't necessarily feel like it's going to be like test, but I mean, people could definitely kind of come in and still rock your energy from here to there. I mean, you could have noticed already some people trying to hit you up with some BS. Guys, when I came to this same realization, very, very soon afterwards, I got hit with some BS. Someone just trying to like, you know, just trying to get a rise out of me. And I knew it was a test. I felt it. And I just replied like, okay. Like I replied, but I kept it very short and sweet. Okay. And then I didn't even engage with them, whatever. Later on, they apologized, you know? Not that I needed the apology, but I was like, okay, well, shoot. So this is working. You know, I didn't engage them and like feed into them that they were right. I let them think about their own actions. Like, okay, whatever. I'm not even gonna engage with you. You just stay in your little corner. And then, you know, things worked out. My analogies. All right. And then we have confidence is your key to success. Absolutely. And this is where you're going. This is where you are, okay? You're coming to this unshakable foundation. And what does that bring? Definitely confidence, definitely improved, even inspiration, clarity, and so much confidence, all right? When you remove these things from your life that were causing, this more negative energy, you're going to see positivity start to fill your life. That's what happens, when you cut off when you prune what's not, growing anymore, Okay, I love this for you guys. Fantastic. All right, I hope that you enjoyed this reading. If you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I post new videos every Wednesday. And if you would like a personal reading from me, I would love to help you out. Go ahead and look in my description box down below, and that is where I have my services link that will explain everything about a reading with me. Furthermore, I have the OG reading for you guys coming up in just a few seconds now, just a few seconds. So it's going to be all about who's secretly watching your social media. I know you want to know. I'm just kidding. Maybe you don't. But if you do, it's right over here. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this reading, and I'll talk to you in the next one. All right. Love and light. Bye-bye. Hello to all of my OGs who stayed to the very end of the reading. I am so happy to have you all here. For anybody who doesn't know what an OG is anybody who likes, comments, especially subscribes to my channel. Anybody who's been following me for a hot minute is an OG. I felt the need to explain that. I wonder if some people were confused. Anyway, I hope that you guys all enjoyed the main reading. I thought it was so much fun today. Thanks for being patient with me as I was moving. I wasn't able to upload last week, and I really missed you guys. So I'm so happy to be here recording with you guys today. I'm in my new space. I don't know if you can hear it, but there's a little bit of an echo. Maybe now you can hear it. I really like it so far, okay? So thank you so much for all the well wishes. Thank you so much for all the moving blessings. I really appreciate it. You guys are the best. Let's just go ahead and hop into the OG reading, okay? So who's secretly watching your social media? Who is secretly watching you? You know what? Because we have the Queen of Wands. Sorry, not Swords. Not Wands. Swords. Actually, it wasn't the Queen either. The Page is Princess of Swords. Thought it was a queen, guys. All right. No matter. With the Princess of Swords coming out first, I pulled it out, but it flipped over. When I saw this immediately, I was like, this is somebody who said they were done with you. Okay? This is somebody who said they were done with you. I'm actually getting, for a lot of you, this could be a friend. This could be like an old friend, especially someone who was like immature in the past, someone who talked a lot. They had a lot of this going, but I don't know. They talked a lot. That's like a sign about them. Maybe it was exasperating, or they called you a lot. Something like that. This person, they said they were done with you, but they're watching you on social media. Wait, who else is this? Someone who was immature. I think I already said that. All right, who was watching my OGs on social media? I'm gonna get plenty of types here, so no worries, guys, if the first one does not resonate. Okay, so it could be the same person, it could be a different person. Someone who's always in their feels about romantic relationships, but they often and I don't. Okay, this is not a commentary on hookup culture whatsoever. I'm totally by do whatever you want to do with your body, have your experiences, and that's just all well and good. It's all on your path. This could be someone though who would complain a lot about their hookups, or participated a lot in hookup culture, but then would complain so much about how they're not in a relationship, and you're kind of you go after these people who aren't so who aren't looking for relationships, and then you complain about not wanting to be in relationships. Doesn't make any sense. So this could be someone who's always out of emotional equilibrium. I am getting a feminine energy right now. I'm gonna keep seeing what comes through. All right, I'm getting lots of different archetypes, guys. Someone who was a little bit of a know-it-all. Someone who was so about their path, they're oh my God, I have this path for myself and it's incredible. Nothing wrong with being so into your path, of course. I just think that this person was maybe a little bit patronizing about other people. It's because they'll all be the same person. It's because they'll be all different people. All right. Someone who's like a little bit patronizing. They look down at people. They're like, wow, you don't know anything about what I know. But my path. I'm going to Harvard, Yale, Brown. But they're kind of like that little uppity. They're kind of like up in their nose. I don't know. That could be a sign for some of you. Okay. 4 of Cups. Okay. Someone different, someone who actually does not know their path and who's into like a lot of partying at the time you knew them. Maybe they could have just been someone who was like a little bit disappointed with their life, the way it's going. They didn't have like the, I think a lot of things have changed for them, or they, that life was kind of like a little bit foggy for them at the moment. They could be feeling a little bit lost. They could be feeling lost. Sorry, I know I'm talking very fast, guys. They could have been feeling lost as of recently, and it just when you knew them, they didn't have the best judgment in your opinion. Does that make sense, guys? Like they went through some situations that was like, that's tough. I would have seen it from a mile away though. Like, you know what I mean? Like this person got like scammed on the internet, and the person was like, "I'm a Nigerian prince," and you're like, isn't that like a stereotype of scammers? Like, how'd you get scammed? Kind of like that. Okay, who was watching you on social media? Who's watching them on social media? What are the different types? Who was watching them on social media? Here we go. Here's a king showing up. And the Hierophant. Someone who got the short end of the stick. Ooh, someone got the short end of the stick. This is most definitely a more masculine energy. Okay. This is somebody who said they had plans with you in the past, but all their plans turned to dust. Like the hairline. I'm just kidding. That could be a sign for some of y'all. And with the Hierophant, like they were somebody who was definitely pompous and uppity too. All right. Or they felt they had the answer to life. They felt like they were on like a really amazing spiritual journey. They done ayahuasca, or like, I don't know what this voice is, guys. They were uppity though. I feel like they were kind of uppity, this person. They were very ambitious though, so they just kind of took that and like ran with it to the nth degree. Okay, who else is here? They're watching your social media, thinking you're sexy. Who else is watching it? Someone who you either wanted to get into a relationship with, or someone who it almost happened, but someone backed away the last minute. Okay. All right, guys, that is your cast of characters. That is who is watching your social media. Enunciation. Anyway, I really hope that you all enjoyed this reading today. I had an awesome time with you, and it's so awesome to be back. I only took a week off, and I'm like foaming at the mouth to make new videos for you guys. But I'm so excited to be filming again in the new space. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this reading. I'll talk to you in the next one. All right, love and light. Bye-bye.